Hello everybody, I'm Adrian and you're watching Drive to Thrive. So it's been over a month since I did any kind of update on QuantumScape, and I figured, oh, why don't we do that today? So in this video, I'll be looking at some charts, those options that I've been buying over the last few months, and any kind of interesting piece of information that I came across. There is one indicator that is possibly starting to signal that there might be a crossover and a nice entry point. So make sure to watch all the way through, but otherwise, let's get started. Right, so looking at our beautiful or ugly chart of QuantumScape, however you want to take it, we see that over the last couple of months, we've just been going sideways here within this range and not much action's been happening. Now, in my previous video, I highlighted this red line as last line of defense before it starts crashing, I believe, all the way down to $10. So far we've been holding it, but it's definitely too close for my comfort. Now, if we zoom in a little bit more, we can see that this 50-day moving average has been used as resistance here. So selling off here in June off of it, again coming off of it here in August. If we zoom out, we can see here in April. So that 50-day moving average is going to be super important to let us know where the right time might possibly be to get in. So this is one of the indicators I'm watching, but another one that I wanted to bring your guys' attention to is this MACD on a weekly chart. So if I zoom in, you guys can see that we're starting to approach the line over here where possibly we'll have a crossover, and this would be a nice bullish sign to get in, because in the next few months this could run up. So I'm definitely looking out for this to see if we do end up crossing over, or if this is a fake out and we start selling off of here. If we do start selling off of that line here, then this would be very bearish. And if you guys want to follow along with me, then make sure to check out TradingView. I'll have a link in the description below. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything. And once you go under indicators, you can find your MACD right here and add it in and watch it to see if we do get this crossover. And now on our stochastic here on the weekly, we do have lots of room to run up for this. So that would be nice. Going over to our daily, we are below the zero line here, so still bearish momentum. Now definitely keep an eye out on this 50-day moving average and that MACD crossover. Now going over some of the price targets here, so like I highlighted in the videos before, I'll be looking at this $40 level for sure. This is definitely, will support here, then it turned into resistance, so definitely a great target to have in mind is the $40. Then it'd be the $65, again previous resistance here. But ultimately, we're looking to fill this gap. So this would be my big long-term trade, is to try to fill this gap in over at about 83 cents. Now, how do we get there? We'd have to have a lot of bullish news, a lot of hype, or maybe a short squeeze. Definitely not out of the question. If you look back here, you can see that from October 29th to about December 22nd, so about in 2 months, we had a run up of, let's see, 1,035%. Now, if this was to happen to our options, man, it'd be an unbelievable payday. So fingers crossed that this trade works out. So going over to our market beat, we can see that our analyst rating so far is a hold. The price target is $44.14. So again, that's kind of close to that $40 level that I'm expecting here in the near future. Then go into our insider trades. Let's see, we see lots of selling happening in Q2, Q3. Nobody's buying anything. Even if you look now, so this is September 14th, insider sold, and some of these are pretty big transactions. So this one is over 6 million. Over 5.5, then we have another close to 7 here, so pretty big transactions of selling. So it doesn't give me too much hope here, but again, QuantumScape is definitely one of those gambles. Now going over to short interest, currently we are short about 19% of our float, so definitely starting to approach that 20%, which is where you can start to expect that short squeeze possibly. Now going over to these options that I have and the $45 strike. So currently you can get in probably at around like 15 cents, and just to show you guys, so currently down about 89%, but to begin with I knew that this was a risky trade. Now why I got into here is because if this thing runs up to, let's say, $50 or above, then I'm looking at about $8,000 return and possibly all the way up to $12,000. So again, it's all about that risk to reward. Now if I was to get in on one of these gamble trades, and again, this is not an advice, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, just my take, I'd be looking at this February 18th 2022 and $45 strike. So you can get in at about like 50 cents right now, 47 cents, and again, let's say you wanted to risk like $100, so getting 2 contracts, you'd be looking, if it runs up to $52, you know, of returns anywhere up to $2,500. So pretty good again, especially since you're only risking $100. So this is why I call it, it's like a lottery ticket. Now that is it for today, guys. If you're still here, please smash that like button. It really helps me out a lot to get this content out to other viewers like you, because YouTube is all about algorithms. So if you do that, thank you so much. And also leave me a comment if you'd like me to discuss any future stocks, or what do you think of QuantumScape in the near future? Where do you think we are heading? Are we gonna go lower, or do you think we'll get a bounce up and hit that $40-45 level? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much, and see you in another video. Ciao, ciao.